Beloved, would you pray with me? Faithful God, whose mercies endure forever, help us to know again in these moments your unfailing love. Move in our hearts. Move us towards love. Move us towards justice and liberation. Amen. What a holy place to be, where one thing ends and another is also beginning. I know this to be true because of time I've spent by the water with the coast. Furthermore, the space between endings and beginnings is the liminal space that I speak with you from this morning. Because being alive means contending with change, I am certain that I am not alone here. I'm certain that in one way or another, you too are bidden farewell to a truth, a way of existence, a person, a reality, a world that you once intimately knew, while doing your best to find your footing in a season and space that you've never been in before. To you, beloved, I offer these words. In time, all things will change. I say this not to scare you. You have known change. You are not who you once were. You have always known that change is a part of the package. I say to you, in time, all things will change. To say that where you are now is just that, where you are now. You are not broken. You are alive. And you are not alone here. The divine is with you, within you, and surrounding you. Though hard, this is an end, not the end or your end. Go as slowly as you need to here. In time, what's next for you and them will begin to appear, and God will also be with you, within you and surrounding you there. You get to gaze at and grieve what was. Who you are and where you are is holy. And these days too, one day, shall pass away. And still, there are those of us with that in our lives and in our hands, which we know we soon will need to choose to let go of. We who know it's time to turn the page, to soften our hearts and open our hands, to make the call. Choice does not make change easier. I am a witness. Blessed are you, perceiver of endings, who choose change, who choose to change. Blessed are you who see the world. Your world is different now, and dare to change with it instead of remaining tethered to a community, a way of being in this world, a self that no longer feels good and true to you. Who you are and what you are choosing to do is holy. May you honor and not dismiss entirely who you were or how you were, for it was your former self who knew, who first sensed that there was more to life than this, while doing the best they could with what they had. And it is a spiritual practice to know when to let go of something, even something you love. A spiritual practice because letting go deepens our connection to life's natural ebb and flow and helps facilitate our spiritual growth. Given that nothing stays the same in this life, and given that we were born to flourish, the question for us all will always be, what are we individually and collectively letting go of in this season of life? Big, small, or in between? What are we letting go of in order to make room for our becoming? When I look outside and look around, I notice that the fall has always had something to teach us about the spiritual practice of letting go, just like Mark's gospel. The wind gets a lot of credit for the fallen leaves that sit scattered on our ground at this time of the year. And though incredibly powerful, a power that we've unfortunately seen on full display from Hurricane Helene, the wind, is not the sole reason why looking down and around gets so interesting right about now in the Northern Hemisphere. Trees make a choice. They choose change. Their ancestors taught them that when something is no longer nourishing you and helping you to thrive and grow, it is indeed fitting to say goodbye with gratitude and let those things go. Leaves do not just happen to fall to the ground. Trees, these trees all around us, insist. The trees, let go. Where each leaf, stem, and branch meet, abscission cells develop because these trees, our trees, our teachers, have decided to pursue change and scissor off what no longer serves them so that they and all of creation might continue to flourish. Let us listen to their songs. Letting go is a season that is not optional for us or for the trees. This isn't a matter of cruelty. And this is not a sermon about haphazardly cutting people off, but it is an invitation to consider what you must do, what we must do to guarantee our safety and survival. When we, like our leaf-dropping siblings, surrender to the ground our once cherished greens and reds and yellows and browns, we can trust the ground to take care of them. There is no need to attempt to manage their fall or where they land. God's grace is that leaves returned to the dirt, the soil, can continue to nourish whatever and whoever they choose to, whenever and wherever they land. What must you surrender to the ground? It won't happen overnight. Change is an uncomfortable process. Still, we must ask what is holding us back and how might we begin to let go. Mark's gospel harmonizes in texture and color and necessity with what we hear from the natural world. In the 9th chapter, we find the disciples still on the edge of their becoming, consumed with determining who is in and who is out. Their intention is to follow Christ, but while doing so, they try their hand at changing how these co-workers, perceived as outsiders, care for others. When the people they intend to stop in their tracks are literally removing evil from the world in their own commitment to liberation and serving the larger community. When John reports the goings-on, hoping to be praised for his valiant effort, Jesus turns the faces of his disciples towards the direction from which their help and their true transformation will come, while saying, trying to stop them and change them is not the way. Do not stop him, Jesus says, for no one who does a mighty work in my name will be able soon afterward to speak evil of me. For the one who is not against us is for us. It is not about fixing them. It is not about fixing the other, is what Jesus means. Our Jesus, our teacher, teaches that categorization and trying to manage other people does not matter in comparison to our connecting with ourselves to determine what within ourselves we need to check and let go of. If leaf dropping or deciduous trees kept their leaves, come winter, those leaves caught with water in their veins would freeze and die. And our trees, without their source of sustenance, would die soon thereafter. What sense does it make then for one tree to tell another tree to stop what they are doing, instead of figuring out how they themselves will let go of what they need to let go of to be alive and well? When Jesus begins then offering this attention-grabbing series of metaphors in the 42nd verse of the 9th chapter of Mark, the point he is trying to drive home to us, for us, is whatever separates us from ourselves and our flourishing has got to go. Whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for them if a great millstone were hung around their neck and they were thrown into the sea. Little ones, meaning Christians, meaning us. And if there is no sin, no original sin, because there is nothing inherently wrong with us, as Pastor Jay preached about on Easter Sunday, in what certainly was the most pivotal and revolutionary sermon I've heard in my life. Perhaps sin can indeed be understood instead here as that which separates us from ourselves, as that which separates us from God within. So when Jesus, continuing to speak in metaphor, says, if your hand causes you to sin, cut it off, and so on and so forth, I submit to you that Jesus is saying with so much love and a heart for our liberation, if there is anything that you have become attached to from this broken and unjust world that causes you to stumble, to experience disconnection from the self, which is holy, who you were, old structures, outgrown patterns. If there is anything that you have become attached to from this broken and unjust world that causes you to stumble, to experience disconnection from the self which is holy, even if they served you well once upon a time, like our trees, our teachers, you have got to begin the process of scissoring it off and let it go. Beloved, we must transform ourselves to transform the world. Because in order to see it, transformation out there, we have got to see it first in here. Know that what you release and return to the ground, know that what you release and surrender to the ground will nourish the soil for the next stage of your growth and our collective flourishing. This is the story of the resurrection. We believe in life after life, new beginnings that come after every end. So let it go. Amen.
Take a broken spirit, create in me a clean heart. Heal this wounded healer and point me to the good road. I'm ready for a change. Only you can make me change. Lord, I'm ready for a change. Only you can make me change. Only you can make me change. Lord, I'm ready for a change. change. Lord, I'm ready for a change. Only you can make me change. Only you can make me change. Lord, I'm ready for a change. Give my life a new start and plant in me afresh seed that grows and blossoms into the fruit of blessing. Ready for a change. Oh, take this broken spirit, create in me a clean heart, heal this wounded healer, and point me to the good road. Lord, I'm ready for a change. Only you can make me change. Lord, I'm ready for a change. Only you can make me change. Only you can make me change. Lord, I'm ready for a change. Lord, I'm ready for a change. Only you can make me change. Lord, I'm ready for a change. Only you can make me change. Only you can make me change. Lord, I'm ready for a change.